Hello, everybody. Hey, welcome to the week where we talk about your career portfolio. I'm really excited to share about this with you. And so let's jump right in. So, what we're going to look at today is what is a career portfolio? Why do I need one? And so forth, so that you can be prepared for your final career portfolio, which will be due at the end of this term. Okay, so a career portfolio is a way that you can showcase your skills and your successes. It sets you apart for the competition. It can boost your confidence in an interview because you have something to share with the interviewer or interviewers. It can be housed online or in a physical format like a binder. Now, back in the day, we had our career portfolios in actual binders that we would take to the interviews with us. Today, you might find yourself putting your documents in like a Google Drive or a Cloud Drive and taking your tablet or your laptop with you. Whatever way you decide to house your career portfolio, that's up to you. That's up to your comfort level. For me, even to this day, I still have a career portfolio that is in an actual binder. And so when I get a new award, a new recognition, a new promotion, maybe that goes into my career portfolio. And we'll talk about how you keep that up to date here in just a bit. It's also a really good way to keep yourself organized, both as you're getting ready for interviews and during your career. So, what goes in a career portfolio? It really is up to you. For me, I have my resume, references, I keep those updated. Any letters of recommendation, any nice things that, my clients or students or supervisors have said about me or coworkers, I keep those in my binder. And so if you're doing this electronically, maybe you get a really nice piece of feedback from an instructor on your organizational skills and an essay. Or maybe at work, you got a nice letter from a customer or recognition from a customer. You can put that into your online file system for your career portfolio, or you can print it out and put it in your physical system. You can also put any awards or certificates that you have. When you complete your program of study at the college, you can get your degree transcript and you can put that in there. You also might want to put work samples as appropriate. So, if you were working on, let's say, bookkeeping or accounting, maybe you have some samples of projects from your schoolwork that you could put in to demonstrate that you know how to do a pivot table, or you know how to do a profit and loss statement, or you know how to do a balance sheet. Whatever skills you're trying to highlight in the interview would be good work samples to put into your career portfolio. Now, the bonuses of keeping your career portfolio updated are number one, performance reviews are an absolute breeze if you've been keeping up with your career portfolio. So, let's say you got a few customer compliments and you've kept those in your career portfolio, and here comes time for your performance review. And your boss says, well, you're doing pretty good in customer service. You could literally say, actually, here are five customer compliments that I got over this past year that I want to share with you. And I have literally used my own career portfolio to negotiate for a higher salary. So it's definitely a tip that works if you do it. I think updating my career portfolio for me now quarterly is pretty good. If you're brand new, maybe you want to do it monthly. Maybe you finished quite a few different trainings in your first few months of the job, and you want to notate those in your career portfolio. Also, regular updates ensures that you have more in-depth information about your progression. Here's what happens. We all forget what happened like 3 months ago or 1 month ago, or maybe even yesterday. But if you do these regular updates about or with your career portfolio, you'll have that in-depth information when you need it. I already gave you a little hint about how the career portfolio supports promotions and salary negotiations. You can absolutely use it to do salary negotiations. And if ever you want to talk more about that, I'm always happy to do that. And then it gives you something to remind you of your accomplishments. Maybe you might be going through a rough time at work, but you could look back at your career portfolio and say, these are all the really good things that I've accomplished here, and I'm just in a bad spot right now. So I think that's a good way to just give you something to remind you of your compliments. Okay, why do you need a career portfolio? Well, um, you don't have to have one, except for in this class, it's part of your final project. But here's what I want to tell you all. The job market is like beyond fiercely competitive. It's ruthless out there to get a job. Some of you who are searching for jobs right now know that. And here's what I'm going to tell you, it's not going to get easier. It's just going to get more and more difficult. And I don't mean to be a pessimist, I'm being a realist here. This is where the career portfolio can be magic for you if you use it. There literally could be 100 people applying for the same job with you. Just recently, I was on a search committee and I reviewed 59 applications for a job. I mean, it was wild. So the competition was fierce. And how you set yourself apart, how you make yourself distinctly valuable to the potential employer could mean the difference between getting a second interview or never hearing from that employer again. And I just want to encourage you all. Yes, you have the career portfolio as part of your project here for class. But I want to encourage you, go deeper with this project. It is going to help you. If you have been looking for jobs, you've been applying for lots of jobs, and maybe you're not hearing back, maybe you're getting an interview and then you don't hear anything back, consider if a career portfolio in your next interview would help you. It might just set you apart from the competition. Okay, so that's a brief overview of Career Portfolio. This week, for your assignments, first of all, you're going to be submitting your informational interview planning sheet. That one, remember, we had an extension. Oh, excuse me, that's not going to be due this week. It's going to be August 11th or whatever day it is when you're watching this. Check your assignment schedule. You'll also be submitting your cover letter draft, your references draft, and then your interview reflection all on the next due date according to the assignment schedule. So where this video lecture is falling in the class, you may literally not have work due this week. Just make sure you double check that assignment schedule. All right, folks, that is it. I look forward to seeing the draft documents of your career portfolio. Now, keep in mind, all of these draft documents that you're submitting, I'm going to give you feedback on them, and then you'll revise them, hopefully, and then you'll be able to submit them as part of your final career portfolio. All right, folks, have a great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing your draft documents.